I stopped drinking for 2 years and everything changed. So on my 26th birthday, that was it. I completely stopped. I'm now 28. And the reason why was because one drink for me wasn't just one drink. I wasn't a drinker habitually every day. But when I did drink, I just could not stop until I was absolutely blacked out. What I found was that it's not conducive to the life you really want to live. So, am I still sober today? Yes, I am. And find out by the end of this video what I'm doing today and how it's changed my life completely. So, first of all, let me tell you a few things that didn't happen, which I expected to happen. One was I expected to lose loads of weight. Okay, that didn't actually happen. Okay, what is the reason for this? So, when I used to drink, I used to know that it was bad for my health. So, I used to subconsciously think I was unhealthy, and then that would motivate me to get to the gym and do some workout, lift heavy shit, run a long way. But when you stop drinking, I was like, oh, I'm getting all these health benefits from not drinking every weekend or multiple times a week. So therefore, I don't need to go to the gym anymore. But what actually happened was, instead of people losing loads of weight at the start, I popped on a load of weight. But then that motivates you to get back into the gym again once you look at yourself in the mirror and think, holy fuck, what's gone on? But let's get to the positives rather than that one side effects that I thought was going to be different. But so what's happened? Okay. In the last 2 years, I've started two businesses. Okay. Because all of a sudden, on a Saturday night when I would be going out with friends, um, I realized all my friends do is drink. Therefore, I quickly changed my friendship group to ones that don't actually drink and are actually doing things with their life, investing, who are getting jobs all around the country, medicine, starting businesses, trying to do things like ultra marathons and things like that. And it kind of inspires you to become a better person because so the first big change is you stop hanging around with people who you just drink with and start hanging around with a different breed of person completely. And, if you show me the five people you spend the most time around, I will show you your future. Now it's a good saying. You've got to remember that. But essentially, if you hang around with losers, you're going to end up being a loser. If you hang around with healthy people, you're going to end up being healthy. If you hang around with rich people, you're going to end up being rich because you just pick up the habits of your friends. Okay. So, main thing is, I started two businesses. I was already like an entrepreneurially minded person, but I think there's so much wasted time that I just kept on wasting going out drinking. So that completely changed, which allowed me to then realize, oh, all this FOMO that I was experiencing about not going out on a Saturday night, it's all fake and made up. You actually don't need to go out on a night out on that one occasion because what's going to happen is it's going to be really good until about 2 o'clock, and then people are going to have far too many drinks, and then bad things start to happen. If anything past two, there's literally no reason staying past two. Um, but yeah, so alongside business, relationship went through the roof. So I'm now engaged, which I wasn't beforehand, and I have a kid now. So within those 2 years, become engaged and I had a healthy child, okay, which beforehand, it wasn't even in my mind thinking about either one of them because I was thinking, oh, I'll just do that sometime in the future and all that kind of stuff. But when your priorities change, when it's not all about alcohol at the weekend and you start thinking about life, go out on a few walks and thinking about what you're going to do, all of a sudden you start thinking, hang on, you know, you start thinking about your age, you start thinking about how fast the last 10 years has gone. So if you're in your late 20s now, think of, or your 30s or your 40s, think of how quick it felt like the last 10 years, like when you were 18 or when you were 25 to where you are now. You're like, that 10 years has gone so fast. the next 10 years is going to go just as fast. I can't dilly-dally with things like kids, especially if you've got a fiance or girlfriend or wife who's same age, a little bit older than you. If she's younger than you, you've got a bit more time to, if you want to have a big family and things like that. But it starts speeding up your mental processes. So another big change that I've found is that my speech, even though it's still not amazing, has significantly improved. So I used to think that I had some sort of Alzheimer's or dementia or something like that, because I was always getting the tip of the tongue moments. Like you'd forget the name of like the cupboard or something like that. You'd be like, in the thing, like a full on Joe Biden. You'd be doing a full on Joe Biden 24/7. You'd forget people's names. You'd be like, I know this person's name. You'd forget actors' names. You'd feel like your brain's not there anymore. And actually, what that is if you drink too much, it's a vitamin B deficiency. So it's a thing that's common in people who drink a lot. If you stop drinking and then start supplementing with vitamin B a lot, your speech comes back, your memory starts coming back, you start feeling clearer and sharper, and you also don't have that subconscious worry of like you wrecking your body, so you feel like your longevity is going to be better. So where has that led me in life? Well, it has led me into doing this YouTube channel. This is the newest venture that I've got. So if you want to follow someone, if you're sober and you want to support someone else who's been sober, or you want support from someone who's also sober too, if you want to get a community going of people who are sober and trying to better their lives, just follow this channel, give a comment. I'll get in touch. I'll subscribe back. We all need to band together and keep going on this journey forward, because the benefits are worth it. Trust me.